Hi Aries, welcome to Larisa Lili's Temperance. Today we're going to focus on this August full moon in Aquarius. My readings are more for personal growth, your soul's development. So every full moon I will be focusing on that, and then a new moon I'm going to do a love reading. And so today we're focused on career, personal and spiritual growth, and then love. And I think that's about it. I'm just going to keep it short because I want to get straight to the reading, because these readings have been turning out actually really long. So if you could please like, share, and subscribe, I would totally appreciate it. I'm really trying to grow my channel, Aries, so I would appreciate if you could like, share, and subscribe. Share this with anyone you feel would resonate with. This is again a general reading as well. This is for sun, moon, and rising. And comment below if it does resonate as well. So let's begin, Aries. We're going to start with what Aries needs to surrender. Spirit, what does Aries need to surrender for this full moon in Aquarius? What does Aries need to surrender? Aries, so I'm claircognizant and clairsentient. I'm really strong in my clairsentience. So I really feel my my readings, and there's moments I have moments of maybe long periods of silence because I feel the energy in my readings, and I just feel the emotions when I read my cards. So just be patient with me. Surrender to miracles. I hope this is good reading. You know, it's been really heavy energy with everybody else. Aries, so surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So surrender to miracles, Aries. Feel and know that these events are real, you know. Aries can be very skepticism. There's so much skepticism in Aries that you guys tend to doubt what's in front of you sometimes. It has to be like very tangible and physical results or like realizations for you to be like, yeah, that's true, you know. But there's spirit and there's guidance. But if you're here, then I know you're spiritual, and you know that the universe always blesses you when the time is right. So these are the SelfForgiveness Oracle. What does Aries need to forgive themselves for the month of August? Let's see. I forgive myself for assuming others need me to ensure they are provided for. Aries, you guys, I have to say, every Aries I know suffers from this. It's like this guilt you guys have if you're not like helping your family out, your friends out. So Spirit's really telling you to take that pressure off of yourself. I forgive myself for assuming others need me to ensure they are provided for. I choose to believe that when I trust others to actively participate in the creation of their lives, I invest in a world where we are all empowered and see the true strength that exists in being. You really need to surrender to to allowing other people to take care of themselves, and also trust, because Aries usually feel this like, you guys are go-getters. You guys are, you know, the baby of the tarot. So it's this energy of always like being in the front of things, having it together, being in full control. And, you know, usually you guys are, or make it to be managers, are usually the best employees, or, you know, are just very strong-willed and strong personality. So, allow to let others, you know, do for themselves. Trust that they can do for themselves too, because there could be some level of judgment behind that, where you feel that, oh well, they won't be able to, you know, and you know, they won't do it. They can't, you know, this is how they've always been. But we also can't be enablers. Okay, so I'm feeling this energy already. As you can see, I'm taking deep breaths. We're gonna look, I want to look at the energy for this full moon. These are moon oracles. Spirit, what guidance do we have? What added messages for this full moon can we give Aries? Thank you. Nothing will come of this situation. Maybe you're holding too close to something. You know, surrender to miracles. Again, not having control. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance. You know, maybe you're resisting a change. Maybe you're resisting maybe you're just too involved in terms of, it could, again, family. Spirit takes care of things. You have to allow the universe to play itself out when it comes to the people in your life as well. You know, trust. Don't let pride get in your way on the bottom, you know. Full moon in Leo. We're in Leo season right now, so Leo's reading. Ego was a big thing, and surrendering to their ego and people pleasing. So Aries tends to suffer that as well too, and to a certain extent. And I would say more with the people they're most closest to. If not, you know, most of the Aries I know are, especially here New Yorkers, like they're so strong-willed. They're like, I don't have time for people. I only focus on the people that really matter to me. But even that, you have to surrender and release. You can't take care of everybody, Aries. So, Spirit, give me an energy for Aries in career. Ooh. The yin and yang. 22. This is balance. Finding balance within your masculine and feminine energies. You know, duality. It's a 22. So, finding balance in your partnerships, in your career. Since this is in your career, it could be that, you know, again, Aries are very strong. When it comes to their commitments at work. They like to be in the front center. They like to be, you know, they have such high standards for themselves in the career area that some other people can see that as intimidating too, you know. So forgive myself for assuming others need me to ensure they are provided for. So it could be even in your career where you know, there could be some level of micromanage where you don't really trust that what you delegate, people will come forth, you know. But we have to empower people. We have to learn to empower people, Aries. So let's see. We'll keep going because we're going to add more dimensions to the reading and we'll get more information. What does Aries need for their personal spiritual ground spirit? What's the energy? Sixth chakra. So this is your third eye, Archangel Metatron. You know, you're really in your head, in your personal growth. So let's see where this goes for your personal growth. What you need. Maybe you're too much in your head, not trusting, resistance, feeling like needing to be in control again, you know, too much resistance. Let's see, what is the energy for Aries in their love life? Indecision. Let's see what that's about, Aries. Oh, deceit. Oh, come on, Aries. All tied up. Aries, come on. I mean, again, I could be picking up the energies of your person, but I'm reading this as Aries. But let's see. You know, let's see. Maybe your person's all tied up. You don't know what to do. But we're gonna get more information here, Aries. Spirit, added guidance here for Aries in career. What added guidance for Aries in career, Spirit? Thank you. Moving on. Six is, you know, harmonizing. Also moving forward from either toxic environments, maybe an environment that wasn't balanced. Spiritual union in the bottom, it could just be ending, you know, leaving a job, making plans. You know, maybe this is what you're thinking about in your personal growth and in, you know, your spiritual, really going within and what you're internalizing at the moment of, you know, what's my next move? What can I do next? Hold on. Let me just connect this. You know, what can I do next? You know, in my career. Let me get an added message here. So for career, added message. Accelerated motion. Yeah, with this Aquarius energy and number 8. So this month, it could be August now. What's happening now? With this Aquarius energy, like, everything feels very fast forward to me, and I don't know if any of you Aries have been feeling this, but it's also like the 8 of Wands in the Tarot. So this is again moving on. This is like the next step. This is travels. This is moving to another job. Really making plans. Yeah, Emperor. You know, maybe you're ready for the next step. But, you know, it's patience in the bottom. It's something you have to be patient, you know, with all this change in the world. Maybe it's just job searching. You have to be patient with the process. But you're ready to take initiative and be the boss somewhere else, or just go to a place where you're more empowered. Maybe where there's more balance, where you can actually feel like you're contributing in both in a balanced way. Again, 22, you know, and a 4 coming down to 22. Let's see. 6th chakra. Let's see what else. What added message for personal growth for Leo? Yeah, fulfillment of wishes. So you're really thinking about in your personal spiritual growth here, and what you're doing for your personal development is what's going to bring happiness. This card has been coming out a lot for some of the reads. Everyone, this is really a time where people are using this quarantine and this year, the year of Aquarius. Really, we're in the age of Aquarius. We're in the time where it was 1444 on the timer when I said that. Everyone's really doing a lot of self-reflection of what's going to make them happy, what's going to really solidify themselves, you know, what's gonna give them the security they need, what they want, you know, Aries. So you're really in a place of focusing on that. What's that next step here in your career as well? You know, what is that next step? What can you do next? Awareness, yeah. Really sitting down and really thinking about it, coming to this awareness with the number 1. This is really something you're focusing on. Let's see what you have for love, Spirit. What added messages for love? Wow. Well, there's a lot happening in love, I guess. Okay, light, positive movement forward, and temptation. This is the devil. We saw deceit, and this is why you have indecision. Okay, so this can be, I'm getting a number of messages here. So for some of you in love, it could be a relationship that just isn't really fulfilling you, you know, where you're being deceived. And so you're trying to gain clarity because you're just ready for a positive movement forward. It's again a number 8. You know, here's an 8, accelerated motion. 8 is moving on. It's like the next thing. You know, this is probably why in your personal spiritual growth, you're thinking about, how can I make myself happy? Like, what are the things that are worthwhile to me, Aries? So you're gaining clarity. You're really like, and maybe all this time sitting, you know, like, you don't want to sit in indecision anymore, or you don't want that. You don't want to be, the other person's probably sitting in indecision. You're like, well, it's time to make. I'm not gonna put up with this, like, this temptation, you know. But we're gonna add more layers to this to see where this is going. In the bottom of the deck, suffering in silence. You know, maybe this conversation hasn't happened. Wow, nothing will come of this situation. So, you know, there could be a possibility that nothing will come to the situation. Suffering silence, you know, you're looking for something more that'll harmonize you, and a connection that really would be more true to yourself, Aries. Okay, so we're gonna add another dimension to this with tarot. Let's see, Spirit, what does Aries need to work for career? What added messages can we give Aries for career? What added messages can we give Aries for career? Knight of Pentacles. Again, Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving knight, but he's methodical. It's a Pentacles. This has to do with money, right? Bringing things into physical form. What can you do to really... Your focus is on what's that next step that has long-term, you know, investment. What is going to be a long-term investment here? With this accelerated and moving on, you know, it's like it's time for something. You want to invest your time for the next couple of years, you know, depending how old you are. Like, what is the next move? What is the next methodical move that has long-term investment that would really be worthwhile. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups, you're really exploring your options right now in terms of what that next move may be. Let's see, Ten of Cups. Yeah, because you need something that's gonna really be worth your investment. Making sure you're happy, making sure that you're it doesn't hurt you on the long term, solidifying, feeling fulfilled. Let's see. Added message for career. Give me one more, Spirit, for career. Get one more message for career. Oh, it gave me 3 again. Look, Queen of Pentacles, Aries, King of Swords. This is boss energy. Ace of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles. This is, Aries, you guys, like I said, you guys are all about that long-term security. When you invest in an opportunity, you invest and you put your whole freaking foot in. You're like, you guys do not play. Queen of Pentacles, right? She's a boss lady, King of Swords, logical. This is a balance between physical and logic. This energy together is a boss lady, a boss man. You're not playing with the Ace of Pentacles. Again, long term, something that has long term return on this investment you're gonna make. So this is really good energy. Oh, thank God, a reading that it has at least. Everyone's been pretty heavy, but you really are, moon energy, closing up past chapters, like going within. Temperance in the bottom, bringing balance. That fire and water, Here you have the moon and the sun. So, water and fire, right? Like I said, fire and water really like bringing that into balance. Let's see for personal growth, Spirit, what added messages can we get, Aries? The Hermit, again, going within. You're really in your thoughts. You're really in your thoughts, Aries. It's like really trying to get clarity of what this happiness is for you as a whole. So Spirit really is helping you with this energy during this month. And you're probably also, with this forgiveness, you're probably also like, what can I do for me where I don't have to think about everybody else? I need to make sure I'm secure first, because if my cup is not full, how can I give to anybody? It's definitely that saying. Full, your cup needs to be full first, and then whatever's left over you give to everybody else. So don't put that pressure on yourself, whether it's cultural limitations, beliefs where, oh, well, this is how my family's been all this time. Also, whether it's your marriage, like, well, this is how we've been all this time. You can't stay in the same place. Okay, Aries, no one. That's not what life is meant to be. So it's not for the soul needs to evolve. You have to grow, and you have to grow for yourself. And for those of you who are married, you have to grow for the marriage together. And that's a constant, conversation, in terms of love. For those maybe who are married, maybe there is some indecision here where there's just lots of fighting with this devil, with this temptation, just constantly sabotaging, because there's just not a place of agreement with the things you guys desire. These are really tough times, where I'm sure relationships are probably battling it out in terms of what, how do we build a secure home, so But again, you have positive movement forward. So, and then the light, which is the sun card. So there will be clarity. You know, you guys can get out of this energy. This energy doesn't have to be there. So let's see, Spirit, what can we add for love for Aries? Queen of Cups. So this is the emotions. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Male, female, gender doesn't matter. But in terms of the energy, this is just the emotions, you know, trying to really bring emotional balance. Yeah, look, again, 8 of Cups in the bottom, another 8 moving forward. You know, maybe if it's not emotionally fulfilling, you're like, well, I'm out. For those of you who are not married, it's like I'm out. Or for those of you, it's like I just surrender. Like I don't have any more to give. You know, I don't have any more to give right now, and I need to take a break, you know, and get clear. Yeah, 4 of Wands in the bottom. It could be a marriage for some of you. Let's see. Added message for love, Spirit, Aries. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. 4 of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles. So, Pentacles again. Financial. It could be a financial struggle where 4 Pentacles, there's just maybe not agreement in terms of security in your finance, in your home, and there has been some, you know, there's a financial setback. So in your relationship, you guys just are in a place of what's next. What do we do? How do we move forward? You know, but for those who are not married, I'm picking up that, you know, this relationship was like in and out, you know. This person wasn't really invested, and so you were holding on too tight, or this person just is holding on to old patterns, and they were just this in and out energy where they couldn't let go of these sabotaging behaviors and just were holding on to it really close, and then constantly leaving you hanging, you know, and it just keeps putting you in this place of indecision of like, oh my God, should I stay or go? You know, you're constantly in the struggle of 2 8s. Should I stay or go? Should I move? Should I stay? I love him, I love her. You know, I need to focus on myself. I want to bring happiness for myself, but is this person really invested? You know, it's not fulfilling with the 5 of Pentacles. They're not really giving their time and energy. You know, there's also a lack of emotional balance, where you're not feeling fulfilled. 5 of Wands, yeah, conflict. You know, maybe there are other people with this temptation, and 5 of Wands is it can be competition, you know. Queen of Swords in the bottom. It could be they're just rigid, you know, with, you know, the negative side of the Queen of Swords is just, they just, you know, are so set in their ways, and they're not trying to really, they're not in a place to want to make that change. You know, so there may be I'm gonna get one more message, Spirit, for love. Spirit, can we add for Aries in love? Yeah. High Priestess. So this is really just telling you to trust your intuition here. You have to really go within. Yeah, King of Cups again. So you have the Queen of Cups. So again, it could be a marriage where you guys have to maybe just go within and like stay silent for a little bit and really think about what the next steps, what you guys want individually, and how to come into an agreement. You know, kind of go to each other, go to your own corners. You know, don't create self-sabotaging arguments there where it's not coming from a loving place for the both of you. You know, for those who just really are in a toxic marriage, you already know I'm never going to enable toxic relationships, because I simply just don't believe in that. But I understand that there could be so much involved in a marriage and it's hard to walk away. So, you know, maybe it's just time to go to your own corners and really go within and think about what you want. Yeah. 8 of Swords in the bottom, you know, you're both conflicted. There's just too much confusion. There's not enough balance. There's not, you know, for those of you who are not in a marriage, there's just not there just isn't a balance and equal give and take, you know. You know, maybe nothing will come from this situation, but you have to choose your battles. So I want to see what are the shadow energies that Aries needs to work on. Spirit, what's the shadow that Aries needs to work on for this full moon? Law of attraction, trade-off. Yeah. So law of attraction, your shadow. So applying the law of attraction is more than just thinking. It is also feeling what you want. You have to be a vibrational match to your desires before it happens. You know, surrender to the miracles. So Spirit's really telling you to stop resisting. You know, creating resistance is going to give you the opposite. You know, the law of nature is going to give you the opposite of what you want. So apply the law of attraction is more than just thinking, you know. You have to feel it. You have to believe it. You have to believe that it can happen. Surrender to the miracles. Let go of any resistance, right? Feel and know that. Again, feel and know that these events are real. You have to feel it. So Spirit is definitely confirming that here. And then under that was the trade-off. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made, requiring you to give up what matters to you. But if you want something you never had, you must do something you never done. And you know, that could be what you're focusing more in your growth. You know, what are the trade-offs, especially here in this relationship? Like for those of you who are married, you know, what are the trade-offs with this conflict? You know, really, like I said, go to your corners. Really think about what is it worth it? You know, sometimes people are in their egos and certain arguments aren't necessary. Like if you can sit there and say and ask yourself, do I still love this person even though we have this conflict? Do I want to be with this person even though this conflict exists? And the answer is yes. Then that's the trade-off. It's not worth it. Let go of the conflict. What is the compromise? What is the solution? For those of you who are not married and maybe in a situationship, you know, or a relationship that with a person who's not really committed, because this doesn't, you know, there's love, there's appreciation. Sorry, Aries, I'm not sure where I left off, but anyways, what is the trade-off in this relationship for those of you who are not in a marriage, you know? How committed is this person? What am I really losing? And then what am I really gaining? You have to really always ask yourself when it comes to these relationships, what am I really losing and what am I really gaining? And really, really be honest with yourself. Okay, we're gonna get some guidance to close this reading out, Aries. So Spirit, what guidance can we give Aries for this full moon to close this reading out? What can we give them? What guidance? Pure intentions. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intentions and for the highest good of all. So again, surrender to the miracles, right? Manifesting. They're asking you to really, really be in your heart. Where was that other message that we saw? Yeah, so the law of attraction again. To manifest. Really, be in the feeling of it and let it be pure. And then bottom of that is celebration. Leo got this for their birthday, of course. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. So it's just saying, come from a lighthearted place. And do it with pure intentions, for you to really come to a conclusion, Aries, with what really makes you happy. Really sit with that and really say, what can I do? I mean, Aries honestly is good with putting themselves first sometimes when it comes for things they really, 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 feel they deserve. But that's the message, Aries. Thank you for stopping at my channel. Again, like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my other readings. And I love you, Aries, and take care. See you soon. Bye.